Hey everybody, it's Tim from Ripple Rhythm. Welcome back to my introduction to freestyle hand drumming. In this video, we're going to talk about striking technique. My apologies in advance to anyone who found this video searching for ways to improve your employment situation by withholding your labor. That is it's a different type of striking technique. But hey, stick around if you want to learn how to hit a hand drum. All right, you could be using whatever type of hand drum you want that is more or less this type or shape. This is my djembe, not a bongo. But before we play this hand drum, there's a few little bits of housekeeping we need to get out of the way. First of all, the position we're sitting in. I'm sitting forward in a chair with no arms, so there's no interference from my own arms. The chair fits my body. My knees are bent at 90 degrees. My feet are on the floor, not swinging in the breeze. And the drum head comes to more or less the same level as my knees. You don't want it up here playing like a T-Rex. Keep her down here, the same level as your knees. Next, this part of the drum is the mouth of the drum. That is where the sound comes out. Now, if the drum is big enough that it's sitting on the floor flat like this and the mouth is sealed, well then you can't hear what the drum is trying to say, is what I'm trying to say. So what you want to do is tilt the drum away from you. Sitting forward on your chair, tilt the drum away from you, not towards you and your hands are kind of crammed. Tilt it away from you so the bottom of the drum opens up and the sound can come out the mouth. So you can squeeze it with your knees. You can throw your legs around it and lock your feet. Whatever is comfortable for you, give it a try. All right. Lastly, before we play that drum, there is a mystical way to know if you're ready to play a drum. I want you to look at your hands. Study them carefully. Go ahead. If you're not ready to play a drum, you will see jewelry. Do you have any jewelry on? Take it off if you can. I know sometimes those rings are hard to take off, and if you can't, that's okay. But trust me, you don't want to get a ring pinched on your finger. It's not pretty. It's not fun. So if you can, take it off. Doesn't happen all the time. Just a disclaimer. But your bracelets, your watches, your rings, take off all that expensive jewelry. Just throw it in an envelope with Tim Gentle, care of Ripple Rhythm, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Throw a stamp on there and just forget about it. All right? So now we are ready to play. Now, there are unlimited number of ways to strike a freestyle hand drum. That's what freestyle means. It means as long as the sound you're making sounds good and you're not hurting your hands or destroying your drum, then, well, hey, congrats. You're doing good. You're making a good sound. So keep it up. So that said, we're just going to start with the two basic sounds, the low sound and the high sound. So let's get into it, shall we? The low sound is in the middle of your drum. Your hand is flat. Fingers are together. Your whole hand hits the drum at the same time. That means you're not cupping your hand like this. You're not bending your hand backwards with your fingers out. And you're not doing this weird wipey motion that I see some people doing. No. You want your hand to come straight on and straight off. You're using your arm to bounce your hand off the drum. The bounce is the most important thing. You're giving your hand enough force to hit, and then the natural elasticity of the drum head is going to bounce it off. If you leave your hand on the drum, it stops the sound, stops the skin from vibrating. That's a whole different sound. That's a muted sound or a dampened sound for maybe another time. So use your arm to bounce your hand. We're going to do a little warm up now. We're going to practice together. Now, your alternating hands, don't get your hands swimming and swinging all around. Keep them nice and close to where the drum head is. That's the best place to be. Okay, here we go. Let's all play together on the same beat. And good. Bounce your hands. Good. Nice. Bounce. Bounce. Double time. And good. Great. Double time again. Good. Double time again. As fast as you can. And a big hit all together. Nice. Great. Give your hands a shake out. How do you feel? Good? Look, usually at this point in my workshops, you look around the circle, people are just beaming at each other. They're smiling, they're laughing, they're like a little bit surprised at how good they feel after just what? 45 seconds of drumming? It's amazing. Why is that? Is it because your endorphins are firing? Maybe. Is there some weird reflexology reaction in your hands? Perhaps. If you ask me, it could be just as simple as it just feels good to hit something you're allowed to hit. You get some frustrations out. I told you, drumming is great for stress relief. It's good for clearing your mind, but yeah. No, look, that said, some people, it's their first time playing or they haven't played in a while. They get really excited and they're wailing on the drum. Ah! No need to do that. Take it easy. Listen to your hands. If your hands are sore, play a little calmer, a little softer, a little quieter. You've got lots more time and lots more practice to build up your hand strength and your skin to play and really wail on it, okay? But take it easy. All right, next, we're gonna look at the high sound, which is here on the side, on the edge of the drum. Not below the head of the drum, on the rim where it's a little bit sharper. You don't wanna hurt your hands. Keep them on top. You're gonna make a little triangle with your hands, peekaboo, hello, and then put your fingers on your drum. It's just your fingers, all your fingers, and only your fingers. Your thumbs are out of the way. Now, depending on the size of your drum, the length of your fingers, you may use a little more or a little less, but only your fingers. Maybe a little bit less depending on. Really, it's up to you to see what the best sound is. Fingers are together. Now look, you're not flopping at the wrist, please. You got a little bit of tension here in the wrist. Look at that. There's a tension here, and just my fingers are a little bit relaxed. So again, the natural elasticity of the drum skin allows the fingers to bounce off naturally. So you're using your arm and your hand to bounce your fingers off the edge of the drum. Here we go. Are you ready? Again, no wailing like this. Keep them nice and close. It's like a spank, but a happy spank, not a mean spank. Okay? Here we go. Let's all play together on the same beat. And good. Of course I can hear you. You're doing great. Good. Let your fingers bounce. Double time. And good. Good. Double time again. Nice. Double time again. As fast as you can. And a big hit all together. Nice. Shake your hands out again. How do you feel? Good? I hope you're feeling awesome. Now, look, you've got your low sound in the middle, high sound at the edge. You're ready to start playing. And in the next video, I'm going to teach you a game that's all about getting your hands in different positions. It's super fun. You're going to love it. All right, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you had fun. Hope you learned a little something. And please leave a comment or a question below. Hit like, hit subscribe, and please pass these videos on to anyone you know out there who could use a little more drumming in their life, okay? Thank you so much. Have a great day, and all the beats.